social media is gaining. And it's not important whether trust drove the gain or whether the gain drove the trust. What's important is they're hand in hand. And in consumers' minds, this now is a more trusted source of information. This is a huge opportunity, and it is something to be optimistic about, because whoever figures this out, unlocks it, and is able to help clients understand this new world we're moving in has a huge advantage.
Number one, I think we need to come up with a way to create kind of, if you like, a new best alone, better together, or a new integration form around this whole idea of social media driving trust.
Social media is public relations. The idea of sharing information, creating human interactions.
Giving to every individual a broadcast platform is a radical transformation of the landscape.
Yeah, I think the pace is almost unmanageably fast for all of us as individuals and as organizations and as leaders, and it's challenging. And you cannot predict what the world's going to look like in 2 years. I mean, and I find that very exciting.
To understand social, you have to understand human behavior. People are social, people are going to share. We have now increased the velocity, the speed, the intensity of that discussion.
The limit is the accountability of what a brand can say and say about themselves.
We're in a really interesting time. We're evolving from sort of social media, social marketing, having all these tools, to socialized business model. And I think that's going to really change the landscape of our jobs. All this data is really taking a customer and putting them at the center of an organization.
Integrated is not being consistent. Integrated is about all working off the same inputs and being judged by the same measurements.
Technology comes in, and now we're transparent. Now I can find out that information way quicker. It's all open, it's open source, so you can't hide it anymore. If you don't understand the right place of technology, I think that is what holds us back. I think it creates artificial barriers. What we have today is this notion of giving people creativity and watching what they do with it so that we can learn more.
90% of all marketers' fan pages, the customer comments and questions go unanswered. So we're not really dialoguing yet.
The interesting thing about a dialogue is if the consumer is really having a dialogue with the company, whatever kind of company it is, the company has to be prepared for anything to arise in the course of that dialogue, because consumers' interests are as wide as the range of human interests.
We actually started engaging ourselves on a level we haven't been engaging before around these issues, not our issues as people trying to become better integrated marketers, but rather the clients' issues in terms of how they engage in this new world. I'm really hoping that we kind of crack the code on what is going to become the way, the methodology, the process, if you like, the strategies for going to market that begin to create more belief in consumers, if you like, open up consumers' minds a bit, break down the barriers that stop them from trusting. That's a very, very high barrier to break down somehow. I think that's something we could achieve. I think we could work that out collectively as a group.